we found out we were pregnant, and that was a surprise. The twins were just getting old enough to start playing with each other, and I thought, oh, I can breathe. I'm starting to get to the point where they didn't need me physically as much, so I was enjoying that.
So we received a call from Megan that asked us to adopt her child. It came as a surprise to Kayla, perhaps more so than it did to me. We knew 7 months before that she was pregnant. She told us that, and she indicated she wanted to raise this baby, and I thought we might be getting a phone call really close to the end of the pregnancy, and just around that same time, we had been told that Kayla was pregnant, and that the due date was right around the same time. So I think Kayla was focused on the pregnancy, right, and sort of in denial about the fact that we might be raising two, and I was saying, we really need to process what happens if we get this phone call, and as it turned out, we did. We got the phone call, and she'd said, I want you to raise this baby, and I'm not really prepared for this. So we prayed about it for a week or two and responded to her saying, okay, we really feel that God is calling this little girl into our life, and we are grateful for you thinking of us. So then began really a 60-day, 90-mile-an-hour blitz, right, to prepare our home for another set of twins. We were a little worried about how we were going to, one, afford these new additions all at the same time, how we would feed them, how we would clothe them, and so the Lord really provided for us through His people, and that was really one sign that He was saying, yes, I'm asking much of you, but I'm going to provide for you in the process. We had a planned C-section at 5 o'clock on a Saturday night. We had a birth plan that we'd done with the adoption attorney, and when we got here, really the birth plan wasn't followed. And we weren't really told why, if the birth mom or the staff even knew there was a birth plan.
We try hard, and Ben tries with all his might to get us back at the delivery like we did with the twins the last time, and we ran into roadblocks. So it was discouraging and confusing. We got a picture that has a 7-pound, 11-ounce baby that is healthy, and that really is what mattered. So healthy mom, healthy baby, that's the most important thing. So we had to release our desires to the Lord and just let it fall as it comes, and really trust Him in how it played out. With that, we got to meet her, and we got to see the first bath and help and give the first bottle and just have some intimate time with Maria.
This is not organized, and it's not structured, and it's not predictable. Minute by minute, things can change, and the birth mother is a human being. She has feelings. She's going through a pregnancy. She's going through emotions. She has hormones that are affecting how she's processing things, and ignoring that is really insensitive. She's just entrusting the care of her child to another family, and that's a courageous decision to make. It's a wild ride. It's unpredictable. It's scary. It's risky. It's expensive, but that's where we trust the Lord, that He has a plan for us that is beyond anything we can imagine. So I was at a meeting with our medical staff, and I got a call from Kayla that says, I'm not feeling very good, feeling actually quite miserable. Maybe I should go to the hospital.
Ben came and got me, and it was all of 3 blocks to the hospital, and there was a couple of potholes in the road, and I was bound and determined to make sure he did not go fast over those potholes, because I was in pain.
And they brought her into a triage room and said, look, why don't we just check you and see how you're feeling? And they said, oh, you're 10, you're complete. All right, well, it looks like you labored all night and didn't tell anybody. So it looked like we were gonna have a baby just very shortly, so I got on the phone and texted some family and told them to make it here. And then we labored down for a little bit. She labored down for a little bit, and
I was practicing pushing, and she looks down and she says, Dr. Berkey, get in here. And so Jonathan came right then. So yeah, Jonathan arrived very healthy and very much a blessing to me. I had been praying for a very easy delivery, healthy delivery.
And it was a really amazing experience, but not anything what we expected.
It is a blessing and it is wild. A year ago, we didn't even have Maria or Jonathan planned, and God distinctly designed Jonathan to be in our lives with that pregnancy, and He distinctly designed Maria to be in our lives with the adoption.
We went through almost 5 years of not conceiving with a miscarriage in there. And then within 2 years, we ended up with 4 kids in our home. And that's not something we would have predicted, not something that we were intentionally seeking, but we feel incredibly blessed. We found peace through this process when we relinquished the control of that to Jesus.